Bam. Bam. Welcome back to a brain. A brain. A brain. Welcome back to a brain. A brain. What up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new AskJT number 25. Thank you guys so much for all the support on this channel. On the road to 100K. On the road to 50K. We're just on these roads. We're on this grind. I love making these AskJTs, these Q&As. You guys have been leaving awesome questions. As always, if you want to see your question featured on the next AskJT, just leave your question with the hashtag AskJT and hopefully I can get to it next time. Let's hop right into this first question. First question from my boy Kappa. No mame. Is there a USN equivalent to USMC Barracks Brawls? And have you ever had to kick someone's arse? Alright, so in the barracks, in any type of military barracks, whether it be Chair Force, Army, Marines, Navy, Roast Guard, shit can go down at any time.
Okay, I'll punch you. Oh, okay, here we go. All right, come on, go!
Because what happens is in barracks, we like to have, barracks parties. So of course, beer pong, drinking games, a lot of shit will go down, especially in Japan. In Japan, we were restricted to the base a lot of times because the Marines would get in trouble in Okinawa, so we couldn't leave base. So we'd be stuck in the barracks throwing all these barracks parties, and of course, alcohol is going to be involved. That's when shit goes down. When I get drunk, for me, it's not the best thing, but I get a lot of energy. I get very hyper, and sometimes that can go negative. So basically, me and this AO, this bigger guy, he's about my size, maybe an inch shorter, but he was a little bigger. But I was taller, I had the reach. And, he was one of the, cocky, loud fucking AOs. And he wanted to grapple. He was, fucking around. So I was like, let's go. So basically, I get this guy fucking down. I start, getting him in a headlock. I'm, choking him out, I guess. So I wasn't paying attention. I was going a little too hard. He gets pissed off. He starts fucking swinging at me. He didn't even tap out. He just started swinging and punched me in the face right away. I'm like, what the fuck, man? So I lock it in even more, and I start fucking elbowing him and shit. Shit's going crazy. He's trying to punch me in the face. People break it up. We actually became better friends from that fight than we were before. Don't get an ARI. Don't get an alcohol-related incident, because that's when you're going to get in trouble and go to Captain's Mast.
Oh!
Are you okay? Yes. Are you sure you're alright?
Yep.
Next question from Zero of the Beat. Do drug tests happen often while in the Navy? If at all. So yes, they are supposed to be random drug tests. So sometimes, I would get drug tested twice in 1 month. Sometimes I would go 4 or 5 months without getting drug tested at all. So your name is randomly selected on a list. Anytime we'd come back from a long leave period or a 4-day weekend or something, a lot of those times is when the drug tests would pop. Another time I remember all of us getting drug tested, basically in the barracks, this person got busted. He was doing spice, and he was doing it with a lot of other people in the barracks. He got caught. Now, when stuff like that happens, NCIS most likely would get involved, and you don't fuck around with them. So basically, one person got caught in my squadron. I will not give his name. And he turned in a bunch of other people and started a domino effect. So a lot of times when you're in the military, you'll hear of people like, oh, damn, this squadron just had 20 sailors that they busted, or this squadron had 10 that they kicked out. It'll happen, a bunch of them will get kicked out at one time, because one person's going to turn the other person, going to turn the other person in. So, don't even fuck with that shit, man, because it's a zero-tolerance policy. There was another guy that got caught with paraphernalia. He said his friend left his pipe in his car. The dude was trying to get back on base. The MA searched his car, found the pipe. He was like, oh my god, it was my friend's, whatever. And basically, he got separated, but he didn't get dishonorable. He was getting discharged, but he still kept working hard and showing a good work ethic. So our skipper, our commanding officer, was like, all right, we'll give him an other than honorable instead of a dishonorable. But yeah, it's zero tolerance. Don't fuck around with any type of drug, man, when you're in the military. It's not worth it. There's so many benefits. There's so many good things you can get from doing honorable, from serving honorably. You don't want to fuck it up with doing something stupid.
That is Northern Lights Cannabis Indica.
No. It's marijuana.
Evan Osborne. I know this has nothing to do with the vid, but a girl I don't like asked me out. The fuck do I do? Hello? Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. Alright, so congratulations. You have successfully attracted a member of the opposite sex. my god. Now, she might not be of your liking, but just, you know, if you want to let her down, if you just want to let her know you're not interested, then just treat her how you would want to be treated if you went up to a girl and she turned you down. You know, just be respectful. You know, I don't know how your personality is. I don't know how you talk to women, but just do it in a way that, you know, it's not going to fucking just destroy their morale. Justin Riviera, he says, ask JT. Also, what up, fellow Justin? What a thing. He says, for AM rates, fixed wing or rotary. So for aviation mechanics in the Navy, he's saying, would you rather go, you know, why would you go fixed wing or why would you go helicopters? So as you guys know, I went helicopters. I think helos are the best to go, not only because I was part of a helicopter squadron, but you get to do so many different things. There's a huge potential to go so many different places. For example, with a helicopter squadron, you can go on detachments. So not only can you go on a carrier, but maybe you can go on a small boy. So you can maybe go on a carrier, a cruiser, a destroyer, a frigate. Now with F-18s, with fixed wing, you're more stuck. Like, you can never go on small boys with a fixed wing. They're not going to be able to launch a jet off of a small boy flight deck. You have to be on an aircraft carrier. So, you know, there's smaller places you can go with F-18s. You can't do as many things. You also can't experience small boy life. But, you know, you get to work on F-18s, though. That's the plus. And working on jets, that's pretty fucking badass. You can become a shooter on the flight deck. You know, the troubleshooters that check everything and then launch the bird off. Motherfucker. Last question from Mr. Sir, the Dave. How many fucks were given your last day in the military? Now, my last couple weeks in the military, there's, you know, you guys know senioritis. I'm sure. Senioritis, you know, in high school or in college. When you're a senior, you know, sometimes you get a little lazy. You're at the end of the tunnel, you see the finish line, and you start slacking a little bit. Now, in the military, we call that skating off. So I'd say, you know, honestly, my last couple weeks, I was skating off pretty fucking hard. For example, we'd get to the squadron at like 7 in the morning. I'd go have breakfast for a nice, you know, hour breakfast in the galley. I'd come back, maybe take a nice 2-3 hour poop. Come back, have lunch, then go back after lunch, maybe walk around the squadron, talk to some people, hang out in a couple different shops, and then by the time you know it, it's 3-4 o'clock and it's shift turnover and I go home. So basically that was my life for like my last month or two in the military. I was skating off pretty fucking hard. Senioritis was pretty bad, but you know, my chain of command was really fucking cool. They knew I put in a lot of fucking work in that squadron for my 4 years that I was there. And on all those deployments, and basically, you know, they're like, all right, we see Miners is like skating off, he's being a shitbag, but he's leaving in 2 weeks. The fuck are you gonna do? All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this fucking Ask JT number 25. Come here, Pop, move your ass. As always, fam, thank you so much for all the support on the road to 100K. Social media below as always. If you want to be featured in the next Ask JT, just leave your question. Hashtag AskJT. Hopefully me and Papa can get to it next time, guys. Videos every day on the channel. As you know, in February, I made a video every single day in February. We were 28 for 28. So I'm going to keep that grind up in March. We're on the YouTube grind, fam. If you want to do anything in life, you have to put in the work. You have to be able to persevere. And that's what I'm trying to show you with YouTube. And like always, you don't need to have the best equipment. You just have to start. You have to tell a story. See you guys very soon. Boy! Last night took a